There are different ways to recycle materials. We call them upcycling, closed loop recycling, open loop recycling, and downcycling products. We start with the upcycling, art objects, sunglasses. We have the closed loop recycling. The examples are recycled PT and recycled PE. We have the open loop recycling, sorting river waste and plastic bricks, and last but not least, downcycled products such as a co-product in the cement plants and plastic roads. Let's define upcycling. Upcycling means few applications, little number of new products. So it is a kind of luxury product. We make a few products out of many. The market price is much higher than the initial product, and the production costs are also higher than for the initial product. The closed loop recycling means that we do the same thing after the recycling process than we did before. So it becomes the same product. It's nearly identical quality, for example, bottle to bottle, and we have a similar market price as the virgin materials. The open loop recycling opens the field to similar products and similar applications with comparable quality. For example, recycled PE bags out of PE flakes. So open loop recycling products have another market than the initial ones. For the downcycling, we have more application. Mixed plastics can be accepted, and we have a lower market price for the recycled product than for the initial product. Let's start with the first example, are objects out of flip-flops. The photos come from Ocean Soul. After the collection, done by hand, we come to manual sorting. We wash the product, we dry it, and we give form to the product. And we glue different products together to make a new product out of it. Here you see such an example. We turn pollution into flip-flop artwork. For every 60 seconds that goes by, we upcycle a flip-flop. Second example, sunglasses out of fishnets. The photos and video extracts come from the ocean cleanup. The ocean cleanup collects marine waste, marine plastics that are sorted, that are grinded, then they are washed, they're dried, and they're extruded to become granules that we can use for sunglasses. The ocean cleanup says we develop and scale technologies to rid the oceans of plastic. Third example are PET granules out of PET bottles, bottle to bottle. These are granules after a recycling process. Fourth example are PE films out of PE films. film. These are flakes out of PE films. Fifth example, recyclable fractions out of the river waste. All the photos are extracted from videos by Everwave in Albania and Cambodia. The source of plastics in the rivers are different materials, packaging wastes, household wastes, canned ship parts, fishing industry, tourism, etc. After the collection from different zones, riversides, rivers, mangroves, the materials are collected and they undergo sorting, manual sorting. The idea of Everwave is to use a local sorting center that is near to the collection place. Not recycled material will be removed from the mainstream. Everwave says recycling means the recyclable fraction is reintegrated in the material cycle. 6th example, wall and courtyard bricks out of mixed plastics. All photos come from Yekapid in Cameroon. The collection is done manual. The transport is done in trucks. Afterwards, operators spread out the films to do the drying. Operators do the sorting. Labels, caps, rings, and other plastics are separated from the main fraction. Then the bottles are cut. They are mixed up with sand. They are formed into brick forms. They are cleaned. And then they're installed. Ecaped says, we propose solutions how to recycle and make new products. 7th example, co-product in the cement industry. Also in this example, the photos are extracted from a video taken by Everwave in Cambodia. After collection and sorting, the material that is not possible to be recycled is added to the fuel that is used in a cement industry. This adapted plastic waste that has more than 18 megajoule per kilogram without chlorine becomes a co-product in a cement plant. Before doing so, PVC, metals and glass, etc. has to be withdrawn. In the combustion chamber, we introduce a homogeneous product done by a grinder that produces homogeneous flakes. Everwave says the non-recyclable fraction is co-processed, e.g. in a cement plant, together with our local partner. Fossil fuel is economized. Last example, plastic roads. The invention was done by Professor Rajagopalan Vasaduvan, Professor of Chemistry at the Tyagaraja College of Engineering in Madurai, India. All photos are taken from a presentation of Niranjan Senone, Plastic in Road Construction. The collection is done, and afterwards toxic or specific plastics are removed. After cutting, there's done a mixture with gravels at a temperature at 170 degrees Celsius. Here you see gravels without coating, here with coating. The bitumen is added, and in the end it's laid on the road and cooled. A normal road would use about 10 tons of bitumen per kilometer. A plastic road would use 9 tons per kilometer of bitumen, and plastic is introduced at about 1 ton per kilometer.